Today is day 4 of Sema 2025. We're going to stick a little bit closer to the House of Rags booth because they have so many amazing vendors and exhibitors there that I want to get to know more of. Even though they sell their own rags, today we're going to get to meet with another distributor who specializes in microfibers as well as extremely innovative tools. All right, Ian. What do we have new from Autofiber this year?
Yeah, so we just launched these new Holy Clay discs, which are pretty cool. They're in 3-inch, 5-inch, and 6-inch. And they're very much like our other Holy Clay products. I've used those with the perforated clay. Yeah, so this is the 3-inch, and it's got the perforated. It's super soft, so when you feel the clay.
It's incredibly soft and smooth, and then the backing media is
too. Sometimes they're rigid and they cause more damage than the clay bar.
Yeah, I think the rigid, we tested the rigid foam compared to the soft foam, and these were way better just because it contours and it's
for sure on body lines and
way less aggressive. Yeah, and the other cool thing is they last forever. Like we've been using these things for like 6 months and just dozens of cars, and they just keep going.
So what scenario would I want this versus your Holy Clay towel?
You know, I think if you're like wanting to work way faster, so Prentice St. Clair he's the one that he uses these things like for everything. He rarely uses a towel or a mitt or a clay bar. It's just always on the machine, and it's just an efficiency thing. So
will this mar?
It mars way less than you would expect. Okay. I think there's always a chance.
If you're gonna polish though, and you want to like rip through it, but I can see that.
But even when they're not polishing, like, and you just want to decontaminate the paint, like the marring's way more minimal than I expected.
What would you say is the best practice to try to reduce the marring as much as possible? As far as the prep process.
Yeah, you definitely want to break them in like a normal clay, like on the window. You definitely want to lubricate really well. So are you using soap or are you using a clay lubricant? You know, the way I've used it is a clay lubricant, but the way Prentice's process goes is using it just after the wash, like with the soap. So I don't know how well
wash it, rinse it, and then are you putting...
No, they're actually, washing, rinse it, and then reapplying soap.
So like take a soapy mitt, go over it, and then do that like panel by panel?
Cannoning.
Or okay.
Yeah. Just to make sure that all the heavy grit's off first before you go into that. And then
Holy crap, I gotta try this now. Can you use this with an iron remover?
Oh yeah, I've used it.
It won't break it down?
Not from our 6 months of testing on them, so.
So if I foam it, rinse that off, get the big stuff off, do my contact wash, or we're using impact foam. We're foaming it, then we're washing it. Spray your iron remover, and then use this simultaneously.
Yes.
To just boom, decon, and like rip through it. If you got like gnarly rail dust on the back end, this is gonna cut through quick.
Exactly. Yeah, it works amazing. Yeah.
I've worked on some really bad cars, and you're exhausted by the time the clay towel process is done, or you're just like, we'll get it during the polishing step.
No, it's true. Like where I live, I have a Tahoe, and like where we live under the flight path, so there's always like fallout on the back end. Like I could play the car, and then like the next week
you start seeing it again.
There's more of it. And it works awesome. This is cool too because it really gets into those tight spaces. The 3-inch. I haven't really seen many 3-inch little clay discs.
Now, do you guys have a clay towel that goes on the mid on the stick?
We do, yeah.
So big trucks where I can't reach the middle very well, I can put that on it and just go over it.
For RVs, people use them on boats and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
I need to try that. I had one the other day that I could barely reach the middle. It was like a 2500 lifted. I mean, my arms are long, and I was struggling. I'm pretty sure I didn't get all the way in the middle, and I was like, go with God. I polished it, and we're just like, it's okay. We got the polisher.
Works good is the reacher with the little Holy Clay towels to like get the center of the.
You're so innovative sometimes.
The products just go together. So I designed the reacher was trying to design it like a hand.
Okay.
Like that's the idea, that kind of diamond.
So it's not just for glass. Use it with your Holy Clay or
Gosh, I've used it to apply coatings and level coatings because like on my Tahoe I can't reach the center. I don't think there's nobody who can reach the center.
I mean, Josh can. He's huge.
I don't know. It's still
you can't. It's still you have to lean on the car.
Exactly.
Right?
That's the problem. Is that then you're abrading with your body trying to reach across. So.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we have from Autofiber in store? Like, what are some things that you're working on?
I bought a 3D printer, and I've been taking these 3D design classes so that I can iterate on the designs of the products faster. So that I've got some 3D printed stuff, little products that I'm working on.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Josh bought one. So Bamboo Lab had a sale, and we both bought printers at the same time.
Yeah, it was a good time. I came in. Oh, you're doing this too, but you went deep on the course and everything.
So I took a college course, and then I also took a course on like injection molded design. Because with a lot of the products, like the barrel blade or the mid on a stick or the reacher, like I just draw pictures on paper and then send it to the factory, and they send back 3D printed models, and that's this back and forth thing that takes forever.
Yeah.
So if I can learn how to design the stuff in the CAD and then do the 3D print prototyping, I can iterate way faster on new products and designs and stuff.
So for those that maybe you've lived under a rock the last 10 years, you don't know who Autofiber is, what are your 3 top bestsellers that you think people have to try?
Yeah, I mean, number one is the mid on a stick is probably our hero product, right? Because that actually, it goes for the whole marketplace, right? Anyone, young, old, professional, beginner, that works for everybody.
Yeah.
And then the saver applicators are like a pretty hot product, right?
I think every coating manufacturer just puts one of your products in the bottle and they send it.
Yeah. And they, that's the applicator that has the plastic barrier that prevents the coating from soaking through. And then actually probably the best overall selling product's the Scrub Ninja.
Every detailer loves it.
Yeah, the Scrub Ninja.
Do you remember when we were using those little foam yellow things with felt on it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they would shed felt after they started to break down. And then this came to market and I was like,
unreal.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to actually source that felt material for that thing. And I went to the factories and they brought me 30 different fabrics, and Scrub Ninja material was one of them. And when I tested that, it was just mind-blowing because it just cuts through.
Yeah.
Now I know you have so many variations of the Scrub Ninja. You've got the big square pad, you've got the big wash mitt, you've got the irregular one for steering wheels. You got do you ever have plans? I know PNS has a little bit of a bigger one, or Suds Lab has a little bigger one. Have you do you have any plans?
We actually do have a bigger one. I'll send you one. Yeah.
Okay.
So we made a bigger one. It's
because I know yours are they're this big.
Yeah. So it's a Scrub Ninja XL. So the normal ones are.
Because you sent me the big ones, the big ones that looks like almost the size of a wash mitt.
Yeah.
And I love those for to new bed covers. Because
So
they have that texture, and you use it with a really degreaser, and it just cuts through all that stuff.
Exactly. So we have one that's in between now.
Cool. I missed that.
It has an elastic strap on it.
Handle,
Yeah. So
okay.
when it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit harder to hold.
I like that.
Yeah. So, and the elastic strap is reversible, so you can flip it over to the other side, so that the scrub material's on both sides. Yeah.
I will test that.
Yeah. So that's called the Scrub Ninja XL sponge.
Cool. If people want to try your products, where can they find you?
Autofiber.com, Instagram, Autofiber, Facebook, Autofiber.
You can also get them at the House of Rags too, though.
Yeah.
Autofiber products,
Yes.
not water.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, not water.
Yeah, we're not shipping water.
Although some companies do.
Well, they sure. I think they. Yeah.
But
very true.
anyways,
with a
all
couple
right.
drops of quick detail.
Yeah.
I was talking to actually Fred from Glovebox, and they have their cartridges.
Yeah, those are cool.
And he actually had several manufacturers say, we like shipping water.
Yeah.
I was like, seriously?
That was their answer?
Yes. I was like, why would you not want to reduce waste and innovate and reduce shipping costs? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Awesome, Chelsea. Thank
Really
you
cool
very
to catch up with you. Thanks, Josh, for hanging out with us again.
Of course, yeah.
And you can also get these amazing products at the House of Rags.
They are cool.
All right.
We're gonna have to definitely try these.
Yeah, definitely.
Which soap would you say is best to use his...
Right? Yeah.
Rogue?
Lubricity on Rogue. Yeah.
Okay. So do your wash with Impact.
Yeah.
And then foam on with
And then foam
Rogue.
on.
Look, you should just do a package deal.
Yeah. I see a kit coming.
Yeah, exactly.
The House of Rags, Josh B. Kit, right there, or Rogue Quiver. We'll just call it Quiver.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right, cool guys, thank you.
Jody, we had our episode yesterday where we talked about a majority of your products. We did a little bit of US versus UK action, okay? But what I want to know from you is a little bit more information about your ceramic coatings to come.
Okay.
Could you tell me a little bit about what we can expect with your new coatings?
Okay, so we've got 2 new coatings coming out I think in the UK they're going to be coming out hopefully before Christmas. You're probably going to be.
They're excited too.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, they're going to be hopefully in the US sort of Q1 next year. Obviously at House Rags. So we've got two coatings, as I said. We've got like a light coating and a pro coating coming out. They're both pretty easy to use, to be honest with you. We sort of focused when we developed them on ease of use on both, so they're not kind of like super difficult to use. The pro one is a little bit more difficult than the light one to use, but still fairly forgiving.
What kind of durability can we expect from both?
So the light coating is a 3-year and the pro coating is a 5-year.
And are they sweating? Are they rainbowing?
Sweating, yeah, there's like a sweating coating.
Okay. And you said yesterday, would you recommend shop setting only? Can they be used?
What was that?
Shop setting only, or can they be used outdoors?
So we've had them tested both. Basically, we would always kind of recommend to do them indoors because obviously it's best to avoid getting any water on the coating when it's curing. But we have had people doing the light coating outdoors when it's obviously going to be dry weather and it's kind of cured okay and stuff. So
what's the cure time?
It's like 24 hours, I think,
before it can get wet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have coatings, but you also have, for those that like a little bit more car therapy, you want to constantly be rubbing down your vehicle.
Yeah.
What do we have for protection from Mile Deep?
So coming are the waxes. We have got 3 waxes. We've got a show wax. We have got a carnauba wax.
You want to put them down here?
Yep. So we've got carnauba wax, an ultimate show wax, and a hybrid ceramic wax coming. Durability, show wax is around about a month. The carnauba wax is around about 3 months, and the hybrid ceramic wax is about 6 months durability. Obviously, it depends on use and of the vehicle and the weather it's been used in.
These were named after your daughters.
That's correct, yes.
And they also have like unique scents that your daughters picked.
So
right?
yeah, so Summer is my daughter, Rose and Grace are Tim's daughters, and we also let the kids pick the scents on the waxes. So Summer is jelly beans because that's her favourite thing in the world, and Rose is candied fruit, and Grace chose bubblegum for hers.
Lovely.
So it's nice to get the family connection with everything. So that's what it's all about for us, basically.
If we want to bridge the gap between coatings and tin waxes, what other options do you have for protection?
So we've got another few liquid protections. We have this Sheen. This is a gloss drying aid. This is great for maintenance washes. Your bi-weekly wash, your weekly wash. It lasts around 4 to 6 weeks. It's got fantastic gloss. It also helps the water sheet off the vehicle.
So it's sheeting.
Sheeting, this one is, yeah. That's why we go to drying aid.
But it lasts quite a while.
Around about 4 to 6 weeks, we normally say with that one. But it's great. You can use it as a topper for existing LSP as well. So I say it's great on maintenance washes. Just to keep that looking on point.
So what else do we have for protection?
So there is 2 other products which we don't actually have with us today, which are Shield, which is our ceramics foam sealant, and we have Flare, which is our ceramic quick detailer.
Okay. All right. If I were to ask for like the basic products to get started with Mile Deep, what would you recommend?
So I'd recommend to start, again, the product that isn't here. So we have Release Citrus Pre-Wash, Snow Foam, Cleanse, which is our shampoo, which is a new version coming to the US on our next restock, Vision Glass Cleaner, and probably Black Tire and Trim Gel.
Which is a really nice tire gel.
It's a really nice tire and trim.
Is that water-based, solvent-based?
It's a solvent-based one, that is. But durability on it's fantastic. We see sort of 4 to 6 week durability. Super duper glossy as well. So if you like glossy tires, that's your point.
People want to find your products. Yep. Where can they go?
So House of Rags in the US. Check us out on miledeep.com. Also, give us a follow on our socials. We've got YouTube, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have TikTok. Give us a follow on there, folks.
All right. So there you have it, guys. If you want to try some old, I don't want to say old-fashioned, because they're not old-fashioned.
They're not old-fashioned. They are.
But old-school carnauba waxes and tin waxes. You want to have a little bit of detailing therapy. We've got their new waxes. make sure you guys stay tuned to the House of Rags for their new ceramic coatings. I know
Sure.
I'm very excited. You guys tested these for a
For
very
a
long time.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
They've had a
when we
lot of
say
real-world
X
testing.
amount of durability claim, like you've tested it almost as long as that claim.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because some of these manufacturers, they're saying 10-year coating and they just developed it 3 months ago.
Yeah, we
You
have
guys
had real-world
waited.
testing. We have had also lab testing and stuff like that. So we've got the figures from both of those really on that. There is new products. There is also other new products coming, but those are the ones that are going to be coming soon to the US.
So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But Mile Deep, UK-based brand. If you haven't tried them,
Give us a go.
get them over at the House of Rags.
Indeed. Take care.
No one can. I have the loudest shirt in the whole show. I'm Aaron. You're welcome.
I love the love in this booth. Mr. Aaron,
Ma'am,
how is your SEMA experience going?
fantastic.
What are your favorite things that has happened to you at SEMA so far?
Between you and me, having my dad here.
Yeah.
It's
While he's not here
no, he's
today.
apparently they're having a rodeo over at the plaza, and he conveniently had to get some work done and maybe go for a walk. I said, I know where you're going. You're going over.
I absolutely love your dad, though.
Thank you.
It's like an older version of you.
He's more of a man than I'll ever be, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Well, I can see why you are the way you are from him.
Yeah.
So well done, Richard.
Shout
Tell me
out
a
to
little
my dad.
bit about Phoenix EOD
Mhm.
and maybe some new products that you have coming down the pipeline.
Oh, all right. So these are some of our greatest hits.
Dynamite, super dynamite. Like if you haven't tried this combination right here, you guys are missing out. Cleans, smells fantastic. They're all knockout products.
Well, I think that's probably why our product line is so small, is that we take a long time before we release something, because I want it to be as close to perfect as I possibly can.
Well, you have Kraken, you have Helios. They're not
Mhm.
here.
They are not here.
They're all fantastic.
These are kind of like what our overlords told me to bring, especially because of the collaboration between Biobombs and...
Beyond that, okay, let's move on.
All right. As far as what's coming down the line, again, one of my real echo chamber ethical issues we talk about all the time is if you have a product, for example, like Hydra or Peleus, that can do multiple things, a very versatile product, like be a glass cleaner, why do I need to make another glass? Why do I need to make a glass cleaner if I have products that can mimic, maybe even outperform? Whoa! Outperform.
Squirrel. We're both like, squirrel.
Why do I make another one? And because marketing and everybody is just like, because if somebody goes to Google and they say glass cleaner, Hydra's not going to come up.
Yeah.
Peleus is not going to come up.
Yep.
And so we've really been being pressured to make a designated glass cleaner.
Can you not just say Peleus is a panel prep and glass cleaner on the label?
Well, you could, but then, that's what we did with Finrear, right? Where it says tire dressing and interior dressing.
Yeah.
It works as both.
But like other companies do that.
I'll be honest with you. A lot of you maniacs want different colors and different smells and different scents. And so it's kind of like...
But do you want that from a glass cleaner?
I don't see why not.
Scents leave residue.
Do they?
Sometimes.
Which is why Apex doesn't have the scent or dye added to it.
Yeah.
But I think if you do it correctly, where it's not really it's not the focus of the product. It's more of like it kind of has like a lemon scent to it. I think you can do it.
Well, and I could see where, let's say, even if it's citronella or de-lemonine, they have a degreasing cutting capability for film, for vape, for stickers.
Yep.
That could be an advantage. So I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. So is that what's coming down the pike?
I think that's what we're working on right now. We've also we've been working on a high pH and a low pH soap. So it's kind of like, which one's going to come first is basically whichever we break through first. It's like, oh, well, we found the finished good of this first versus we're still tweaking this one a little bit more and a little bit whatever.
Now, when I was on the podcast with you and Brian, you showed me, was it a prototype?
Yes, of the sealant, yeah.
And you also talked about one product that you were going to tweak.
Thank you, yeah. Yes, we definitely are working on this. Basically, right now, Titan is a 3-month, super slick, super glossy, but we can make it even slicker and we can make it even glossier. But something has to give, and so basically, we were thinking, well, if you lessen the lifespan of the protection, you can increase the gloss and the slickness, right? So it's kind of a balance of scales, and we're very, very close to figuring out exactly what that balance is. And nobody goes 3 months without washing their car. As a matter of fact, if
some of my customers do.
well, if you are under the tutelage of Brian Spittler, you go more than 3 weeks without washing your car, you're getting slapped. So, so we figure, well, why don't we make it like a 1-month protection and really crank up the gloss, the hydrophobics, the slickness.
So we're taking it more from a hybrid detailer to like a ceramic detailer / drying aid.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. So that's again, but this is our flagship, and this is our best seller. So it's kind of like.
Are you nervous to change it?
Of course I'm nervous to change it. You know,
so I mean, if you're going to take away your flagship,
look what happened to Coca-Cola in the '80s.
If you're going to take your flagship and your best-selling product, and you're going to, I don't want to say change it, but change it.
Right.
What you have to replace this better be a home run.
1,000%. And you know I'm not going to do it.
Do you think you have that with the next product?
That's why we haven't released it yet. I'm still we're there. We're not there yet. We're getting there.
But I know when you release it, it'll be there.
It'll be
because you're not going to release it until it is there.
Not at all. I mean,
so stay tuned.
I mean, it's going to be lightning in the bottle.
So if it's got to be better than this, you know it's going to be good.
Right?
Okay, guys.
And this is really what put us on the map. So yeah, it has to.
Send me that bottle that's on your desk.
Yes, ma'am. You were supposed to bring it with you. It's not. It is my fault.
You didn't send it to me, so I couldn't bring it with me.
It's not my fault, but it's my fault.
Aaron. Alrighty. Well, if people want to find your products, where can they find you?
You can find it, if you really want to support Phoenix, phoenixeod.com. If you sort of want to support Phoenix, thehouseofrags.com.
You guys want to try him out? Support this man. He's fantastic.
Appreciate you.
You're never going to find a better friend or brother. So if you love supporting not only an entrepreneur, a small business, but you actually are getting fantastic products.
Veteran owned.
Made in the USA. Fantastic products that work really, really well. Head on down to the links down below. All right, Aaron. Thank you so much.
Love you.
All right. We'll see you later.
This will be great because I want to talk about the powders because I want to change things up there.
Okay. So I've used this is Bob.
Yes.
From Chem-X.
Yeah.
Okay. You sell your products on the House of Rags.
Yes.
I love your Stars and Stripes soap.
Thank you.
Tell me what was the intent behind the design of those products?
Well, I came from the trucking world and I dealt primarily with really nice show trucks. And so a lot of polished aluminum, giant surface, more expensive than a Lamborghini, but gets hammered every day. And so I have customers who needed to get them clean, keep them from deteriorating. And that was my best approach, was to use 2 soaps, kind of like a touch-free car wash would, but with a power washer, you can hit a little harder. You can use it at 100-to-1 PIR, so it's really a pretty good, effective system to loosen up the grime and just scrub like you really mean it, and reduce the need for concern of scratching, but also save maybe 70-80% of the time it would take for a trucker to spend hand washing his big rig. It's not really feasible. So there's a problem there, and we solved it with a 2-step approach.
Are they safe for protection?
They're on the far range of what coatings are rated for generally. The pre-soaked Stars is about 2 pH in the bottle, and then the neutralizer Stripes is about 13 pH. And so once they're diluted down, they're not as far to the edges, but the goal is to mix them on the surface. And so what happens is they shock neutral, and at that moment you can put a pH strip on there, and you'll see about anywhere from 7 to 8 pH generally, depending on how much of one was used versus the other.
So the best way to use them is how?
So you want to put the pre-soak on first. That's the acidic side generally. And then you put the neutralizer right over it. That's the high pH side, the Stripe side. And you want them to mix together. And at that point, you just rinse really thoroughly. I like to rinse from the bottom to the top just because the soaps loosen the film.
That's kind of a truck method, though.
It's a little bit of a truck method. There's some nuance to why we do it that way. The main reason that I do it is because we're applying with foam cannons, so it's going on very gentle. If you were using a high impact, high PSI soap application, then you would rinse top down because you've already hit the impact. But if you put on these soaps and it loosens up the film, and then you go to rinse it top down, you'll find that you'll probably miss a few spots as you're rinsing downward because it'll all look great wet.
Yeah.
But when you see it dry, you'll see where the power washer pattern hit. So I like to rinse bottom up so that it helps give you a better visual of where you have been. Kind of like when you're hand washing and you can see the pattern in the foam of where you have and haven't touched. You need that foam as a gauge. I also do it to stir the comment section and get people talking because I like to stir the pot a little bit.
Now, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I know the answer, but there might be some that say, can I mix the two in one bottle to eliminate having to spray it on and have two different foam cannons?
Yeah, there's been a lot of people who've tried that. I've played with it too, but it pre-shuts the soaps off. When they mix together, they're both opposites. They end up at a neutral pH. At that point, you might as well use a neutral pH soap to wash a vehicle.
I know it's a popular technique to like touchless clean wheels. Well, they'll treat with an acid, then spray with an alkaline, and you can touchless clean. So it's just basically, like you said, two separate steps that combine to make almost like a superpower.
Yes.
In cleaning capabilities,
yeah.
But separate.
Yes.
So
yeah.
My other question for you. So you have your liquid, which I think is a fantastic, almost like I would say touchless. It's the closest thing I have found to a touchless soap.
It gets us as close as we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your powders, I've noticed, in my opinion, not as strong as the chemicals. Or am I doing something wrong that I'm not getting that same potency out of powder? Because you would think you're getting more value with the powder.
That was my goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that there's something to be said for the paddle blending that we do with the product at our place when we put that product together and all of the ingredients go in a certain order and then they get mixed for a certain amount of time. It just seems like things go in better, and there's something about putting it in the powdered form and then just mixing it on the spot where it doesn't seem to be as consistent. I've noticed that there's moments where the foam quality is much better with the powdered version because having had the ingredients evaporated down into powder form, it refines them a little bit. So there's moments where it's better, then there's also moments where it's a lot worse. I'm not sure if it's a water quality thing. It might be something to do with water hardness at the customer's
I do have very hard water, at least over 300.
That might be something. Yeah, so that I'm more and more thinking that it's related to that. And so I don't know, a lot of people have really hard water, and I feel like that can inhibit a touchless wash, even the liquid versions and how well they work. But if it's also going to be the main component in the soap itself, it's just that much more difficult to overcome that aspect. And I think that's what's going on with the difference in performance there. Because I do notice a lot of people in my reviews who have used the liquids, who have then used the powders. Most of the really bad reviews for the powders mention, I love the liquid version, the powdered one didn't work for me. So they have that standard of which one they like better. And so I'm not sure if there's a solution for it, because it seems to me like something where we have to use the higher quality water that we blend with to help all the ingredients go in fully. And I think it's just limited on where the hard water is. I think that's really what's going on with that. So I might have to discontinue it because I would rather have good experiences. As much as I love the idea of the powder, the fact that it can't leak, the fact that it can't freeze, there's no shelf life. I love a lot of factors, but so many people have hard water that I just don't think it's a good experience to really justify what it ends up costing still once everything's been, gotten all the way to the customer between the shipping and the packaging and all of the aspects that are involved with that, printing the little shovels and the caddy clips that hold them together. And
it is a cool system, though.
There's a lot of pieces, a lot of moving parts to this one. And I was proud of it when we first came out because it did work well at my place. I have about 50 parts per million water. It's not that bad for water hardness at my location. But the more feedback I get from the field, the more I see issues with hard water. So we'll see what happens with it. If we can figure out a way to build in softeners, we might be able to do something with it. But it's also not an efficient bottling process for us because it's got to be done by weight. And sometimes there's denser portions of the blend once it's done than the other side. So you end up with weird levels in the bottles too. So there's some things that I don't like about it, and we'll have to see where things go from here.
Out of your products, would you say Stars and Stripes is your most popular?
Definitely, by the numbers for sure.
What would you
Yeah.
say is like one of the most underrated products in your line?
Probably our iron remover. Our iron remover is able to cut 3 to 1 and still turn purple. So like it works pretty good. You can take a quart and make a gallon out of it.
How much is a quart?
A quart we sell for I think $49.
Okay,
So it makes about a gallon of like.
that's
iron
actually
remover.
really great value.
That's pretty
Most
good.
of them
I
are
probably should
$60
talk
to
about it
$80.
more. Yeah, yeah. The goal was to get the cost down for people, but at first glance it just appears more expensive. So you have to think about it from the perspective of dilution and getting more bang for your buck on that level. So
What's your favorite product from your line?
definitely snake oil. Yeah, that one's the most fun because all the work's been done at that point. Now you're just adding protection to the vehicle, and it just really pops. Like it makes the gloss come out of the paint. You see the water behavior instantly, and it holds on for a pretty good long time. So I'm still working on potentially different changes to that one. I do want to make a mod to that pretty soon that might increase durability and hardness. So we'll see where it goes. But I definitely have some ideas for that one and how I can still improve it. But I would say it's for sure my favorite stage of the wash.
If there's one thing that you want people to take away from Chem-X, what would it be?
That we don't sell soap as much as we sell time. We give people time back, and even if it's just washing a car, we can help chop a good 70 or 80% of the time it takes to hand wash down and eliminate scratching at the same time. And so I think that that's really the biggest value that we can offer.
Well, you guys want to try them for yourself? Head on over to the House of Rags website. Do you also have other locations that they can purchase it at?
Yeah, I have my website, chem-x.com, chem-x.com. And then we sell on Amazon as well as TikTok Shop. We move a lot there too.
What are your social handles?
Chem.x, pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It was
It was
really
nice
pleasure to
talking
meet
with you. Yeah,
Alrighty.
awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Day 4 wasn't too jam-packed, but honestly, it was my favorite day because I got to spend it with some wonderful people. But we ended the evening with my new partners for Honest Car Care going out to dinner and continuing to just get to know one another. I encourage you guys, tag along because the dynamics between the three of us, honestly, I'm really excited to see what comes next.
Japanese Coca-Cola. That's funny.
Okay, you want me to say something special to you? Lucky long time. You go move it too much. Lucky long time.
See you guys bright and early for day 5. Have a good night.